Welcome back, everyone, to Limbus Company. I am me. I'm joined by my good friend Hunter.
Hello.
And we have to do our 1 in 10 draw, which I will surely get. Ishmael, yeah. Yep, right here. Bam, just that easy.
Just like that.
Just like that. Just that easy.
It's just that easy, man.
It's just that easy. Fuck!
이번 야간 자율 학습은 누구도
Ooh!
빠지지 않았고
Oh, I got Poker Soul!
휘발된 지식을 다시 채우는 것도 좋지만
That's a sinking
새로운
mersoul.
지식을 배우는 것도 잊지 말도록.
Well, it was almost that easy.
Wasn't funny.
Would have been really funny. Especially when, this one's gonna be, yeah.
No. I don't think it's meant to be. Can't force it.
You don't know that.
Plus, can't you, like, dispense her right now anyway?
Anyway.
What?
Yep. I want.
I mean, okay.
Yep. Oh, that's a lot of nutting. Man, I'm so sad because it was so close to being perfect.
Can't force it.
Yeah. Yeah, why not? Get in here. Alright, just that easy.
Just that easy?
해달라니까. 아니, 들어오는 게 싫은 건 아니고. 그냥
Just fucking
월간 해결사 접촉을
muttering and
했었어.
mumbling under her breath.
안 바쁘면 엄마도 다음에 누구 죽일지 같이 볼래?
Gen Alpha Ishmael.
Oh yeah, because I didn't get her, huh? Weird. Surprised I missed that and didn't get it. Whatever.
Probably was in the event tab and you never checked it.
Probably. Oh, Sancho.
A wee bit of Sancho.
We bit of Sancho. What currency does it want? It just wants like just straight up. Yeah, I'm gonna see. That's a lot of lunacy for a funny announcer.
Yep.
Okay, anyway, let's go.
이 날개의 망.
Regular checkup
Do
time.
regular checkup. Hohenheim.
Hohenheim.
I like Full Metal Alchemist.
명을 받듭니다.
어디서
That's a good anime.
걸맞는 곳이어야
길이 같으니
Hmm.
거들어주지.
I need to finish that. I never did.
Oh,
Hold on. I gotta get into the right.
I love the fucking electric shorter things.
Right, we're waiting for something to happen, or are we all suddenly unfamiliar with the concept of introducing ourselves?
Given that no one appears to be willing to introduce me, allow me the liberty of self-introduction. My name is Hohenheim, the chief researcher of this company. To be precise, he is the chief researcher of the LCE department.
I, Faust, am the chief researcher.
To be more precise, I am the chief researcher responsible for the entirety of Limbus Company. To be even more precise, the only reason he retains that role is because Yisong and I have been excluded from the research personnel files due to our statuses as sinners.
I enjoy the models getting bigger.
Someone must stay behind to continue the research, after all. Aha, so you two are friends. While it seems entirely unnecessary to establish a label on this relationship, it could be said that we are acquaintances who routinely and unwillingly maintain a regular level of communication with one another. Ah, I am in agreement. For the first time since we were acquainted.
Tiny smile.
I hear that our department has reached out several times to yours to remind you of this regular checkup. The nature of the LCB department necessitates that we are constantly on the move from one nest to another, which makes it rather difficult for us to give you an immediate reply. I would have expected someone like you to already be well aware of this obvious detail. Yes, I was very well aware. I am also quite aware of the fact that your department has been giving us that same reply over and over like an answering machine. And this must be Dante, the executive manager of the Limbus Company Sinners.
I'd like to say hi, nice to meet you, but I don't suppose you hear what I'm saying.
The manager extends their greetings. Charmed. It is grueling and arduous work to be in a position of leadership, especially when communication issues come into play. Sometimes I cannot help but wonder if my researchers and I are even speaking the same language, so I do commiserate.
How odd. Their clothes are... Ah, cool, I got fucking, ego clothes.
Yep. Yes, allow me to introduce you all to Martin and Alyssa, two of the researchers directly in my command.
Are they wearing gear to check for abnormalities? But how?
Happy to have someone who recognizes them.
Are they like gears scavenged from the former L Corp? While there are partial similarities to their gears, enough differences are present to distinguish them.
Indeed, we attempted our own brand of extractions. Successfully, I might add. While the news of the production of Eagle Gear in Limbus Company style was already received, this is the very first time they are observed in person.
So, you must have abnormalities contained in this facility. That's why I've been sensing abnormalities in here. Huh. But I'm sensing distortions and Picatula too.
Indeed, as they are containment and research subjects for the LCE department as well.
Faust closely observed the ego gear Hohenheim was wearing, like an exceptionally harsh judge in a fashion contest.
Apart from a few imperfections in the finish, the level of ego extraction visible here is quite acceptable. Input appreciated. This is a product of thousands of repeated experiments and subsequent failures that have been meticulously conducted and studied in order to extract it with an acceptable level of stability.
We find out in Faust Canto 12 that she and him are actually best fucking friends. It's just neither of them can show it in front of others.
Big homies, actually. But at the end of the day, I did it. Like I always do.
Like, Hohenheim, or Faust through the Faust Discord, heard that one of the people thought they would not get along, and she thought it'd be really fucking funny if we played along with that, huh? You did it? Are you sure you don't take all the credit when your team is standing right behind you?
We're used to it.
Oh, piss off! I'm going mad surrounded by these self-absorbed twats. I'm just about ready to get violent on some poor bastard. Let's get on with the checkup so we can get back to the bus, yeah?
I feel the very same urgency you express. There is much we must cover, regrettably, given that this is the first ever regular checkup performed as a group since our employment.
It's not really a regular checkup, but you know.
Faust also does not wish to pass more time without substance. Let us begin. Very well. Our first task will be to assess your abilities in response to emergency situations.
Pulls a grenade out of his pocket. Think fast. Wait, he just pressed something. Emergency situation? The walls of the laboratory suddenly started separating and sliding into place. When it settled, I realized that it locked the sinners away in some kind of hold, isolating from me, Virgilius and Carol. What the hell? This is just an ambush!
Yes, it is. The purpose of this test is to measure your behaviors in response in case of a surprise attack. So, ambush it is.
Was this discussed beforehand, Virgilius? Dante!
Dante! You look anxious, Dante. Well, I suppose you weren't let in on this earlier. I wasn't, for your information. Just go with their flow, Dante. So it goes would be an apt response.
It's like, does Dante just, like, get out of all this? He just kind of sits in the background watching, like, ah!
They're just outside the test chamber, yeah. They're chilling.
Yeah.
I'll find a room somewhere where Charon and I might sit down and enjoy some nice tea. Come find me with Faust when this is over.
It is very entertaining to me how chill Virgilius is with Faust and Dante most of the time.
Oh, yeah. I think the only time Virgilius was remotely hostile to Dante was like
At
the start of Canto
very
10,
beginning.
where it was where like Dante was hesitating in reviving Sinclair, and Virgilius was like, "Do it before I make you do it."
Yeah, because like besides that, like Virgilius is incredibly chill of Dante, like 99% of the time, as compared to every one of the sinners.
I mean, he's also warmed up to most of the buffs, especially after Canto 6 and stuff. Charon wants cake too. Oh, hey, we've got some leftover cake from. Sorry, excuse me. There's chili in my throat.
I enjoy him having just the most generic. Oh hey.
Yep. Oh, hey, we've got some leftover cake from our last office party. Come this way, please.
An employee appeared and led Virgilius and Charon away into a nearby office room. Okay, so this is like a checkup, huh? Let's get this done. Hey, when I enjoy that they replaced my announcer phone. I do not enjoy that he doesn't have like audio lines though.
The what?
That there isn't like any voice for any of his lines.
Oh yeah, that's a thing with some stages. Is they will have unique announcers, but if they're in intervalos, they won't have voice lines until the intervalo gets its bulk back. In there are some other stages where the unique announcer is voiced because they're in Kantos, and that's fine.
Man, I really hope RE9's good. It should be, because RE7 and Village were both good. I feel like they could have been better, but they were both good.
I actually really like 7. I think it kept its scope pretty small, and because of that, it was able to execute it pretty well.
I think 7 did a very good job of what they said they want to do, of bring it back to
Exactly.
RE1 and / RE2. I think it did a very good job of that. I enjoyed RE8, but it RE8 incredibly quickly stops being a horror game.
Oh yeah, it's basically just an action romp once you get past like Castle Domitresque.
Yeah.
Which I don't mind because I think after I actually played the second half of Resident Evil 2, the remake, I kind of think Resident Evil is survival horror. It's just action horror.
Yeah.
It is action horror.
I forget, you haven't played RE5, right?
No, I haven't played 5, 6, or 1 or 3.
There's a lot of games, because you and I don't get to play that often, where I'd be like, we should do it at some point. At some point, we should do RE5, and then you can see how RE5 led into RE6, where they're... Because it's very important to know, as long as you don't count, like, the remakes and the remasters always, like, one thing, like, you know, RE2 and RE2 Remake as different things, not just RE2. RE5 is the best-selling Resident Evil game.
That's hilarious.
Which, you know, they're like, oh, RE5 blew out RE4 in sales, and is even competing with RE4 if you count all of its re-releases. So they doubled down on RE5's action, and then they went, okay, maybe we went too far. Maybe starting the game with all of the guns, so Leon, you press start game of Leon, and he walks in with a pistol, a revolver, a shotgun, a sniper rifle, a machine gun, a grenade launcher. Maybe that's a little much.
Perhaps slightly a lot.
Maybe just a little bit. We went through various tests, including commandability trials using Pikachu and NVIDIA.
Arc Manager Esquire, hi-ho! I have attained a score most perfect! To be surpassed by Miss Don Quixote in a contest of knowledge. Must I delve further in my studies?
Now, you Song, remember, this is Sancho, who's been alive for hundreds of years at least.
And has probably actually seen a lot of history, personally.
That'd be funny. It's like, how does she know this and I don't? It's like, I was alive when that was discovered. I was there! Hey, Yi-Song, but they were testing a fixer association knowledge, huh? Totally. Honestly, she's got more than enough fixer fixation for the entire bus. All kinds of general knowledge, trivia, quizzes.
What's the first thing you focus on when meeting a new person?
Look in their eyes. How strong they look. Bloody hell, this ain't easy.
So, the other game I'm showing my friend is Look Outside, which is like a Eldritch Horror.
Oh, I love Look Outside. I wish I was better at it.
I'm playing it with my friend. We're doing really good. We're doing really good. At least I feel like. I'm at the point
It's
where
a fascinating game.
I'm at the point where we're taking every single fight and usually winning really easily. And every single time, without thinking, just sometimes like, how tough are you? When I go up to the the APC coming at me, how tough are you?
Yeah, once you get like a proper party, I know the game is a lot easier, but I'm struggling to actually get to that point without just a bit of trial and error in some of the intermediate sections.
Yeah,
But it's fun. I plan on playing it more. I played some last week.
Yeah, our first part was rough when we only had the two characters, but once we got like a semi-decent party, it became a lot easier.
My only complaint is it feels like a lot of the potential party members you can get are very RNG. There's just no way to guarantee a lot of them.
There's a lot of party members that you get through the RNG door event. And there's a lot of party members that I think you can only get if you do it early enough, so you have to basically know they're there already.
Yeah, like the Tooth Kid, you have to not kill him and then also get the teddy bear and then go back and do specific dialogue.
Yes. Which should be that at least isn't RNG. That's just if you know.
No, that's not RNG. That's one of the few that you can actually get consistently, but you can miss him.
Yeah, you can get.
The janitor too. Janitor you can get consistently.
I have not got the janitor.
Papineau.
Yeah, my team right now is me, Joel, Rat Son, and Ernest.
I don't know Ernest.
He's a homeless guy.
I don't want to know Ernest. I assume he's cool.
He is so nice. Yeah. But it just remind me, what is the first thing how tough are you?
How tough are you?
How tough are you?
Your leadership style is...
Strong, decisive, and goal-oriented. You are, Merceau? What?
Goal-oriented? He's strong and decisive, but goal-oriented is kind of...
I mean, if you give him a goal.
I guess we haven't seen him in leadership.
He hasn't need to be leadership, but if we give him a goal, he is very goal-oriented.
That's true.
We finally allowed a quick break after going through all kinds of mysterious, strange personality tests as well.
Next, basic fitness test for all sinners. We can finally get started on the real meat of the checkup.
Hey, then what are all those tests you guys are running on us?
They were conducted in order to collect various data that the LC department has been missing. In other words, we capitalized on this opportunity to fulfill our private curiosities. Still, I'd say it was very productive. We now know a lot about you guys that'll help us support the LCB going forward. Alright, we're gonna go over some tests that can be conducted in groups first. Please form a line here.
What? I did not realize that went through already. Who was in the top? What? Like this? Let's get this over with. Looks like we got a long day ahead of us. Dealing with it.
Goddamn, Rojo's tall.
Yeah, dealing with it. Upset she's short, I feel like.
And yet, not the shortest.
She's puffing out her cheeks, upset that she's short, I think.
That's absolutely what's happening.
Upset to be here, but dealing with it. Happy to be involved. Dealing with it. Upset to be here. Wants to be special. Upset she's not.
Pretending she's not constantly upset.
Dealing with it, dealing with it, dealing with it.
Was it Sinclair looks kind of locked in, actually.
Yeah. Well, he's like, we're taking a photo, and he's like, I can do that!
Yes! Finally!
Finally! It's not violent, it's just... Take a good photo, I'm good at that! I do like the hoodies.
Oh, sorry.
I do like the hoodies.
It's fun. Wow, these are some comfy clothes they've given us.
Right? I could totally see myself wearing these to sleep.
To sleep? They're LCE property, so you better return them as soon as we're done here.
Why did you make... Why did you make ones branded for our fucking thing? But we can't take them. Gotcha. Oh, by the way, can you take a look at my wrist here before we actually get started? I've been feeling a bit of soreness there, but Dante won't turn the clock for just me, you know?
Turning of the clock for such trivialities may cause the formation of an unfavorable habit. Perhaps Mersul can remedy your pain.
I am always prepared to administer necessary aid should you request it. Actually, you know what? I'm totally fine now. Don't you worry.
Please stand still. If you think I can't see some of you on your tiptoes, you'd be very wrong. Heels on the ground, please.
But my heels are on the ground? Sinclair, then what?
Why?
Sinclair! Why did you assume they're talking to you?
Because he's, I don't know, short.
Fucking Sinclair! There's just... Don't think I can't see you standing on your tiptoes, heels on the ground, but my arms... Sinclair, you have 11 other dimwits with you.
He's just insecure, man. And, can you snuff out your cigarettes before the test begins?
No F you. Oh, this one isn't lit. It's just there so I can... Ooh. Gregor, shut the fuck up.
Uh-huh. And what about... bold, but scram? Okay, so the basic group tests are complete. I seem to have forgotten something quite important I had to establish prior to beginning the tests in earnest. I need an assistant.
An assistant?
I need an assistant to help me smooth out the testing procedures.
You got two of them already right behind you if you need directions.
Oh, we're not Mr. Hohenheim's assistants. We're specifically assistant researchers. Yes, of course. There is much that distinguishes these two occupations. I would like for one of you to be my assistant for the duration of this checkup.
Yeah, I knew it. Radia suddenly raises her hand.
I wasn't planning on asking for volunteers, but now that you've raised your hand, I'll give you the floor.
Don't ask me to do it, it's not my vibes, you know? I'll take a researcher job, though. I'm a big fan of her style. Radia trailed off, greedily caressing the clothes of one of the researchers.
What are you doing? I didn't really have you in mind anyway, but duly noted nonetheless. I would also like to refuse your nomination. The position of an assistant to Hohenheim implies that the said assistant is, when it comes to skill, inferior to the person they are assisting. Again, I didn't have you in mind either, but your passionate expression of intent is nonetheless appreciated.
I wonder who came up with this brilliant idea of putting two smartasses together to waste time pointing out each other's minor mistakes.
If I were to talk about myself, I want to open by saying that I was class vice president in school, a diligent model student who assiduously facilitated the tasks of the class president, and... What's if everyone gets anxious and get picked here? You fellas actually want to be his assistant? Getting friends and everything's just bothersome, you know? I kind of felt like I'd apply for the position for some reason.
Well, the decision has already been made. Do note that the selection criteria is fully based on my very subjective opinion. You there, the orange-haired center.
Ishmael almost threw me to the ground. She coughed. Why? Greetings, Mr. Hohenheim. As you must be aware, if you've taken a look at my documents, I've really... It's so mean. As you might be aware, I've been on a boat.
I have experience in naval situations.
It's so mean because it's not accurate, but it just what my...
She actually hasn't mentioned the boat in a while.
I know, it's just what my brain goes to, though. It's really funny.
I was on a boat.
As you must be aware, I'm a sailor. I've rarely let anyone down during my various tenures at offices and associations. You have nothing to worry as long as I'm by your side. You are sounding like Otis right now. Also, can I have this experience on my resume if I ever get a chance to submit a transfer request to work at the headquarters? Didn't know you're still holding on to that,
I called on you to ask you to move because you were standing in front of the sinner I chose.
Ankles shattered, heart. Heart. You can see the moment her heart rips in half.
Heart breaks.
Everyone turned to look around, or turned to look at Heathcliff, who was absentmindedly scratching the bridge of his nose. Huh? That was right.
Me? Huh? Me?
It seemed that Ishmael was even more shocked than Heathcliff was. Wait, but what? But what? Why? I'm right here. Why'd you pick someone like...
It is a common misconception among many researchers.
You don't seem to understand. I just need a really strong guy.
To assume that the higher their level of education and the more elaborate their resume, the better candidate one makes for a research project participant.
You don't understand. As my assistant needs to be a dumbass, he doesn't question me. You just need to do what I ask him. But that's just common sense, isn't it? At least when it comes to research.
However, were you aware that the most great discoveries are made from a potent mix of spontaneity and intuition? A perfect descriptor for our friend here, I would say. What do you say, Heathcliff? I believe that this aggressive and passionate approach of yours gives you more than sufficient qualification to command and lead them in my stead.
Is that right?
He replied, scratching his head. Be honest now, you said you were kind of looking for a game pick, weren't you?
It is but fate that things were once good in the eyes of the mainstream are to be made less desirable with the passage of time. And when one does indeed fall out of favor, the intelligentsia of the bygone days must rightly excuse themselves to the realm of memories and past.
Isong replied with a particularly downcast look.
I'm glad to have you on board as my new assistant.
Rightio, so, what have I got to do now?
Nothing too complicated. You only need to liberally express your free spirit, just as you are now.
It's very entertaining to me how willing Heathcliff is to do just about anything asked of him.
Because he's so he's just so unused to receiving positive attention that he kind of folds under it pretty quick.
But like, because this has been basically like the entirety of the story. Is if anyone asks him to do something and like nicely, he'll like, yeah, sure, whatever.
Yeah, I think it's just he has no positive attention. So people like, hey, I would like to rely on you, Heathcliff. He's like,
Yeah, hell yeah!
Yeah!
I can do that! Yeah!
I can do that! Heathcliff, I need you to do something completely outside. Yeah!
Aha! Now I see what he's doing. Oh, and I'm sure knows which one of the group to coax to make things go over smoothly.
Martin whispered quietly in a voice that only I could hear. Man, it'd be so weird being Dante in this situation. Like, all this shit's going on, you're just utterly excluded. Just a bystander. Like, you don't know what's going on, but you're not involved in any way.
세월이 지나면 홍호는 그제야 알게 되겠지.
I like the hoodies. Heathcliff seemed eager to, as Hohenheim had suggested, express his free spirit to the best of his capabilities.
Right, you there, getting on. Single file, lads. Let's make this easy for all of us.
But aren't you also participating in the test with the rest of us, Heathcliff?
Yeah, but I'm the assistant.
That's such a good photo.
And Ryoshu's being fucking pissed. Like,
That's
these
such
fucking
a
clowns.
Good picture. Since when do you wear glasses?
Glasses are basic apparatuses of all researchers. Look, slightly pushing up the glasses helps to put on an air of a studious, learned individual. Like so. Just like how slightly pushing up the frames of my glasses while wondering what to have for lunch makes it seem as though I am contemplating on the more profound aspects of life.
Oi, let's not make this any harder than it's got to be, lass. Snuff out that cig in your mouth.
See, that's why she's mad. That's the line that made her
Yep.
mad.
Okay, imagine him saying that as he pushes up his glasses and looks at that fucking research pad.
Yep.
Been a while since I heard a pig squeal.
I like to imagine it's the pad's upside down.
Wait, is the zipper of the hoodie the Mephistopheles?
Yeah, that's the trend.
That's awesome.
Blimey, can't you just do what I say for once?
Huh, he's actually pretty effective.
It seems that we are now ready to conduct the tests. Finally. The primary purpose of this test is to see on a physical level how your current abilities scale compared to yourselves before your hiring.
I see. So they're trying to see how much they've progressed before they joined the company? I had a feeling this would happen, but the mere mention of the word progression caused a rather loud ruckus among the sinners. If I were to speak for myself, Executive Manager, I can confidently say that the thought of progressing as a person and in all aspects of life is ingrained in my very being. Thus, as a fruit of those efforts, I'm going to be much more precise and scathing in my critique of others' mistakes. Is that progress, though?
Perhaps I have learned to let
fucking music.
certain thoughts rest in favor of others. I once allowed myself to be trapped in overlong ruminations on worries of all manners, idly abiding as I was consumed by my very thoughts.
Man, he's having this whole, like, burying his soul moment about how he's actually progressing past his giga depression or whatever.
And he actually has. He's changed the most of all the sinners by a lot.
He's going past his giga depression, and someone's gonna cut him off. Probably Dawn.
Now, I have come to accept certain things as they are.
Ooh.
And I've come to, sometimes, allow my mind to form, bereft of rigorous reason. Floating away gently, as though on a rolling stream. Is that not quite pleasant?
Ah, okay. I guess that is progression, of sorts. I'm pretty sure I'm less of a picky eater than I used to be. My grip strength's much stronger, too. The one who grips! Or the one who shall grip!
He shall grip the hammer.
Ooh. Look, I think I'm getting calluses in my palms. Well, you don't really have to try to prove it to us. Because the enemies we're fighting have been getting stronger, too. That's an undeniable truth. We'd experienced a pretty spectacular year, you know?
A brutal year, yet so potent with significance.
True. I guess growth really does come with time, huh? Right? I feel like the bonds between us got a lot deeper. We've outgrown closer, you know? Like glue. Like glue, huh? I like it.
A certain misunderstanding seems to be brewing in tandem with this uplifting exchange of heart-to-hearts. Allow me to step in and nip it in the bud.
Kind of confused as how this thing happens. It's like, he specifically said...
Physical.
Yeah, he specifically said physical.
Let me give it to you straight. All of your abilities were diminished the moment you were hired by this company. Equally defanged and depowered, if you will.
Equally defanged.
In other words, all of your abilities have been brought down to the, to the same general level as our 11th sinner here.
Am I your point of reference?
Oh, if this is what you meant earlier by growing closer like glue, then I suppose it was quite the apt choice of words.
Oi, take that back.
I take it back. Not? So you're not really that much younger than I am, huh? Wow, Sync, is that the sound of your sense of self-preservation shattering into the ether? Wow, Sinclair, is that
That's progress, though, because he fucking brained him for talking back in Chapter 1.
Is that you just asking to die, Sinclair? Adorable.
That's it, you bloody...
Excuse me, I didn't know why that happened. Did we all get depowered because of the Golden Bow? Wait, does this have anything to do with those chains that appeared when we first entered the contract with Dante?
Indeed, one of the powers of a golden bow is connection.
Just saw Markiplier's movie, The Iron Lung. Okay.
Was it any good?
Was it good?
You are now all fairly, evenly, and equally mediocre.
Yeah, it was. Oh, cool.
Nice. Is it in theaters?
Poor Sinclair.
Or is it just like on a streaming service?
Hohenheim's comment and the subsequent stare seemed a bit targeted.
Think of it as something akin to Cleapot deterrence, employed by the Lobotomy Corporation.
So the truth is finally revealed. This was why I, Otis, grew so pathetically weak the moment I joined the company. I feel like that should have been a thing that, like, they were basically all aware of, except for Sinclair. You know?
Well, I think they weren't weak until the pact was made in the Dark Forest in the prologue.
Art thou implying that thou hast always known?
Of course, had I been in my prime, I could have wiped the floor for you miserable doormats in a matter of seconds. You wipe floors with doormats? Man, we're all so pro to say whoever once the murder proof's gone, huh? That's why my murder's arms been quiet ever since they hired me. Didn't really have anything to do with my art after all.
That's gotta be sad.
I'm at Imagine Canton's Theater in Michigan.
Oh, so it is a theater. Okay. I'll have to look if any local theaters are playing it for me.
Gregor.
Oi, what's the use of all this chatter? What matters is we've all been brought down to the level of the lad.
Poor fucking Sinclair. But I got calluses on my palms.
Yet, not all of the Golden Bow's effects must have been of detriment to us.
Yisong started, carefully attempting to navigate through a conversation that appeared to be turning into a dinner box.
Was it not the advantages granted to us by the Golden Bow, impaled in the pallid whale of the Great Lake, by which we triumphed?
What? Really?
Correct. Had the pallid whale been at its full strength, it is highly likely that we still may have been trapped inside its stomach, struggling to survive. Also, it can be said that the diminishing effect was not applied in equal measure across all affected subjects.
Oh, I mean, yeah, that's what he said is they lowered all of you to Sinclair's level, so it'd be basically impossible for you to all be lowered the same amount. Yeah, everyone in the world is asking all movie theaters to show Iron Lung. It was all in Reddit.
Cool.
I'll be
If
honest.
it's actually good, I am happy for Markiplier, because the other series he did was not great. It was made like 1 billion years ago, so hopefully you got more of a chance to shine with this one.
ladies, come here. Are you gonna like walk up to me and then run away when I come to pick you up?
Classic cat move.
Like, puts her paws on the side of the chair, like on the armrest, and I go to pick her up. She immediately dashes off. Absolute goober of a cat. That makes sense, I guess. I never could knock teeth out with one punch if I was only as strong as Sink. It's a real handy trick, you know?
Additionally, certain individual quirks cannot be suppressed by the Golden Bough. Certain quirks that one may consider to be an individual's idiosyncrasies.
Oh, Sancho.
Oh, so that explains Ryoshi's impressive blade work with Mr. Bumble back at the T-Corp factory. Won't waste my breath boasting.
You never do, anyway.
Well, if your strengths have indeed progressed since the onboarding, then the average must have risen as well. One of the purposes of these tests is to measure that very difference.
They have one of these fucking, regular checkups, like, later on, to lower the max level back down to, like, 30. So, what exactly goes in these tests? I know there's a district uses a machine that can analyze most aspects of subject with a quick scan. Does it be something like that?
There are dozens, if not hundreds of ways to determine one's abilities without the assistance of machinery. In fact, I know of a perfectly appropriate methodology for this group.
A perfectly appropriate methodology?
We spent some time out of our busy schedules to tailor each test for each sinner of the LCB. That was pretty tough, I'll have you guys know.
Tailored test for each center, huh? I don't really like the sound of that, if you ask me.
We will utilize the Picatula and the distortion phenomenon.
Huh, this doesn't sound much like a super innovative method you were building up. To a little letdown. Right? Honestly, for all their talk, I thought they'd come up with something more impressive than that.
Assistant.
Alright, that's enough chatter. Now get in there.
Yeah, Resident Evil 5, where, fucking, Father What's-His-Face. Oh! Father What's-His-Face is like a regular enemy.
Oh, let's see. First one on the blocks.
Heathcliff had already begun flipping through the papers in his hands.
Excuse me.
What an unfamiliar sight.
Right, you and you there. Inside now.
Heathcliff, the assistant, pointed towards Honglu and Sinclair.
Hello, 1, 2, testing. Am I coming through? As you must be well aware by now, the Picatula are entities that have failed to even distort.
God, I just had like a quick thought. Like, can you imagine, like, going to Markiplier at the start when he was, you know, the shitty ass 400p YouTube video of the SCP.
Yeah, the 480p Amnesia, the Dark Descent gameplay Let's Play Part 4.
And
be like, hey,
him,
you're gonna release a full-ass
you're
in theaters off the back of this YouTube
off the
thing.
back of this. You're gonna get enough money to release a full-funded movie.
I don't think he entirely funded the movie on his own, but yeah.
Like, fucking wild.
Markiplier is one of those YouTubers who I will just always, I think, hold respect for. He was a big part of my childhood, actually.
Again, good for him. Like, as far as I'm aware, he's a genuinely good guy. But good for him.
Also, he called out the honey shit years in advance.
He did, yes, he did.
He was like, I don't, maybe I'm crazy, but the money's gotta come from somewhere.
I mean, yeah, that was always my thought of honey. Like, it's, you can't have that.
It doesn't work unless there's a catch.
Yeah,
so I never downloaded it.
And it's always, if it's either you're the product, you know? Yep. If they're not selling you something, you're the product. Yeah.
Oh. It seems like we'll be fighting the Picatula again.
Oh, right. I have a question. Something's been nagging me the whole time since I arrived. Aren't these tests basically just us killing people for no reason? They're all safely contained, which means they don't pose any danger to anyone.
Why is he being such a bleeding now all of a sudden? Oi, we've been slaughtering countless scores of these sods, so what's the hold up now?
God, it's so fucking funny to me. Because, again, just because Warhammer Orcs are just Cockney British, like, hooligans.
Yep.
Like, it's just, yep, Heathcliff's just an orc. Orcs are just Heathcliff.
Orc
Cliff. Yeah, but we didn't have any choice back then because we were on a mission and...
Do you believe that taking a life is unlike taking a life for the sake of it?
Alright, quick question.
Taking a life to live?
So, Limbus Company has had, like, a couple crossover events, right?
Just the one.
Really? Arcanist is the... Okay. It would be really funny if they'd had a 40k crossover. It'd be really funny. And 40k, like... If it's a game that makes a lot of money, Warhammer has like next to no problem doing crossovers.
They'll just do it.
They just won't. Like they had a Dota crossover, they had a World of Tanks crossover, they had a War Thunder crossover. World of Ships, Warships, what the fuck? I'm sure I can find more, but like Dota. It'd be funny.
True.
I do.
I understand. It seems that human memory is, after all, made to be finite. Save for a few exceptional individuals, people are prone to misplacing memories even from yesterday. So, who are they, Dante? Who do you believe they are, this group you lead? Given the expected communication difficulties between us, allow me to make this a multiple-choice question. 1. Family. 2. Friends. 3. Colleagues.
I guess they're closest to colleagues?
Dante says 3 colleagues.
Dante, I feel like 2's more accurate, or at least 2's what you want.
Accuracy and desire are separate.
Hung Lu was that what that squeak was? Was that supposed to be Hung Lu squishing against the window?
Maybe.
Was that what that squeak was supposed to be? Hung Lu was practically squished against a containment unit window, holding up 3 of his fingers. He must have heard Stockholm.
Incorrect. It's none of the above. The truth is that they are sinners. Not family, not friends, not colleagues. Prisoners.
I know.
Ah, but the knowledge of something and the acceptance of it must be distinguished. I learned that people are prone to forgetting their places when the going gets easy, when life becomes comfortable enough for them to consider the luxury of timely meals to be a certainty. Thus, I find these reminders to be quite useful. These are sinners. These sinners, bound to Limbus Company, are still fettered by their chains and shackles. Naturally, they have no access to such a thing as the right to refuse. Or would it be easier for you to accept that fact if I were to suggest that you consider this but a mere extension of your responsibilities?
I know they're sinners, but you can't talk to them like...
Translations are unnecessary. I think I get the picture of what was said, given the atmosphere of this room. Dante, when you agreed to the contract, you must have made a deal of sorts, to gain something to your benefit. Am I correct?
I have no idea.
Your memories, your head, and your past. There must be so much that you would like to know. And perhaps your desire to get them back is what stops you from simply quitting. What I mean to say with this little demonstration is that no one in this room has any right to grumble or refuse.
Faust, is he usually...
Yes, this is his usual demeanor.
Hello, I know I'm not the one to talk, but you don't exactly have a lot of friends, do you?
Those who rise above their peers tend to attract a certain degree of hostility from others. Now, shall we begin? We are severely behind schedule. While the combatants do what they do, please pay attention to the following presentation about the Pacatula projected onto this glass panel. This lecture has been prepared with the assumption that its students have an average level of knowledge. So, If you consider this presentation to be boring or too difficult to understand, then you may consider your knowledge level to be below average.
All this material seems quite elementary to me. Not sure what's so difficult about this.
The fucking sweat dropping. Yep, yep.
No, I'll get it. Completely, wholly understand.
Yeah, save that for when the lecture actually starts.
That's just because she's a hater. As you must already know, there are 7 categories of Pacatula, and as far as I am aware, the highest stage of Pacatula you observed was in stage 3, so far at least. Wherefore didst thou utter a little muttering of, so far at least, at the end of thine words, good sir? Sharp. Well, it's simple. We researchers have a habit of avoiding absolutes in all things. Never say never, or so they say.
So you're not ruling out possibly we might be running into Pikachu beyond stage 3, huh?
Indeed, we prefer not to put down such arbitrary limitations.
Oh.
Anyway, the first type of many Pacatula to be covered today is Pacatula ire, red, Pacatulum of wrath. The nature of fire is to burn and burn until there is nothing left to be burned. I see. They're quite literally burning with rage. Now that I think back on it, didn't you express something like that before, Sinclair? I remember you screaming so fiercely that you could hardly control your own body.
On the other hand, I don't think I've ever seen you get angry or upset, Honglu.
Because the realization of meaningless extinguishes the reason for the spark to start a fire.
Oh, I see now. No matter how much Heathcliff or Miss Otis bully me. Heathcliff or Miss Otis. Expressing my anger at that is meaningless the other day. Okay, I did enjoy it a little when I'd accidentally step on Heathcliff's toes, but... What exactly segue is supposed to be here?
Yes, that is exactly how it is.
날개를 펼치고 발톱을 걸어. 고작 이 정도
Doesn't happen often.
탐내야
I do
되겠구나.
love when, like, the absolute worst I can get is still beating their absolute best.
고작 이 정도
Oops.
탐내야 허덕이 저 혈육들을 고려내라.
Go, Chicken Man! Go! Yeah, but in RE5, when Chris walks up to someone bigger than Mr. X, and his reaction is to whine back for a haymaker.
He's just that guy.
He's just that guy. And then when it works, you know, Resident Evil 2 would have been a lot different if when Mr. X showed up, Leon could just run up and just deck him hard enough to knock him on his ass. Would have been a
That's the
lot
power of
different
that
game.
special forces training, man.
That's the power of being built like a fridge.
Built like a fridge.
다음은 어디로?
I don't know what the fuck weird diet that Chris Redfield went on for Resident Evil 7, but he immediately bulked back up for 8, so...
지 목을 떨궈주마.
I don't know. It's so funny.
지 목을 떨궈주마.
How many games? Because there's a lot where, like, in the background is Wesker fucking with Chris. There's a lot.
A wee bit silly.
Yeah, because it starts in 1.
다음은 어디로?
RE, yeah, it starts in 1. Project Veronica or Code Veronica or whatever is also Wesker fucking with Chris.
날개를 펼치고
You got RE4, which is Wesker fucking with everybody.
작은 달려들어라.
He's just a silly fella.
He's just a silly guy with superpowers. Who, despite having super strength, which he does, routinely loses to Chris when Chris just says, "Fuck being coy and fuck dexterity." Bam! Punch!
That's that Redfield power.
Ow. 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 That's unfortunate. No, I am the one who can't, on my best, can't beat his worst. Ow.
분자 불사.
Yeah, if you want to get the EX clear on this stage, you actually kind of have to pay attention to it.
Yeah, apparently. Which I was not. I was talking about Chris.
이 또한
Oops.
내가 걸어야만 하는 길이겠지. 예전부터 한 번에 되는 일이 없었지. 대관원을 나선 그때에서 내려.
I was talking about Chris doing P plus enter.
Haha, oops. This stage is a real stage. Haha.
Haha, oops. Forget.
Run it back for now. Yeah, I would pay attention to the actual status effect you have, because it is unique to the stage.
다음은 어디로? 혈염도 바로.
Chris walks up to the guy who can punch his way through a titanium's door. Bear hugs him. Completely subdues him with bear hug.
He's that guy, man. He's Chris fucking Redfield.
He's Chris fucking Redfield. Built like a
And there's no actual fucking lore explanation for why Chris Redfield is that strong. He just is.
He just is. He just worked out really hard. Can you imagine? Like, you're Wesker. You pass the 1 in a million every turn start gain burn equal to turn count.
You know what? They're gonna reveal in RE9 that the Redfield bloodline is actually some secret, like, super soldier fucking program.
Yeah, you are Wesker. You are part of a fucking fucking genetics test that all of your other Weskers, because there are like 70 other Weskers, all of them died but one who went crazy, and you.
What's the other one?
Project Veronica, I think, or whatever.
Yeah.
What like a Wesker went there. But they all failed, and you're basically the only one who actually managed to properly sync with the T virus or whatever virus it was. The 1 in like a million chance. And you became superhuman, could dodge bullets, can jump 20 feet in the air, punch through steel, and then Chris walks up to you and goes, BOW! And you can't do anything about it.
Just die, Lamau.
Counter!
Wait, is Wesker dead? I assume he's not actually dead. They would never kill Wesker for real.
It is heavily implied he is dead.
Until he comes back in RE9.
Do I not have a guard that could actually guard against that? I do not have.
You can't
an offset.
actually offset counters.
You can't.
You have to work around the counter.
Unused, I guess. Burn 10 damage. Oh.
Haha.
So I have to just eat it. I've literally never got to actually. Do I have to just eat it, or do I have to?
You have to eat it, yes.
Okay.
But it's a matter of who's going to take the hit, and because you notice the counter itself, the unavoidable hit, doesn't apply any burn. So the point is to try to mitigate the burn you're taking, because that's what your status is there. You're taking more burn every turn. So you're just trying to end the fight as quick as possible before the enemy scales beyond what you can do.
Okay.
And the EX objective you can see next to the Durante is don't lose half HP.
Yes, this thing that I've never used. No, I have no losers, so you go as a no.
짐승들의 재갈을 부리겠다. 혈염도 바로. 모아쳐라. 몰아넣었으니 더는 못 달아나. 몰아넣었으니 더는 못 달아나.
Just Man, this went so much differently, and for no reason.
Yes, for no reason.
발톱을 걸어. 넌 푸름을 틔울 수도 없겠구나.
I got the EX objective, yay!
가문일서 모이만 뿌려주신다면 저희 두 개는 주군께서 혐오하시는 그 어떤 벌레도 모래판에 남기지 않아요.
의로움을 세우.
어디서 걸맞는 곳이어야 할 거다. 사냥감인가 몸이.
Next up, you three. Let's get in there.
Indoor voice will do, but we can hear you just fine though you're shouting at the top of your lungs.
Now, let us discuss Pacatulum pigriche, sloth. Stones are sturdy, but that's all there is to them. They are directionless and unmoving, completely surrendered to inertia. They are trapped in their current lot in existence until someone else comes along to roll them away. Truly, there is no better symbol for sloth than them.
It is efficient to live within the bounds of rigidly established routines. Getting lumped in with these two is making me real. I'm just some lazy and incompetent.
Do not compare yourself to Faust, Gregor. Should Faust become the point of reference for one's competency, the overwhelming majority of the city's population would be deemed incompetent.
I'll admit, I'm not the most diligent person in the room, but I'm taking back that comment about beating. Check us out, fellas. I'm not that rusty just yet. Charging load of danger poses. Too late.
This will be harder than expected. Let us provide assistance.
I forgot about the fucking Tiger records.
받아볼 텐가.
틈을 끊어. 이제 깨우치시길.
그쪽 방향이 아닐 텐데. 이건 예상 못했나 봐.
전탄 격발.
Fire. Kind of sad there isn't the special effect or whatever.
어느 쪽일지 잘
For what?
생각해보라고.
The soft one, like how the rage one had the Wrath had the fire thing. This one does have one for slow.
Oh, well, this one does have its own condition.
깔끔하게 물었군.
Well, it's a clear condition, I should say.
Within the turn limit.
자,
Which is actually difficult,
잘
I can imagine.
생각해보라고.
무용하군요. 이제 깨우치시길.
because they get very tanky very quickly.
받아볼 텐가.
I forgot how cool the animations were for that Mersul.
It's a good idea.
받아볼 텐가.
You're dead.
받아볼 텐가. 전탄 격발.
Reload the gun.
받아볼 텐가. 이것밖에 못하나.
이제 깨우치시길.
I get the weird feeling I'm not gonna do enough damage.
자,
I get the weird feeling that Mersul might run out of ammo.
Well, then he reloads, and then he goes Giga mode.
He already did.
Oh, that's a shame.
그쪽 방향이 아닐 텐데.
Why did a second one appear behind him? Whatever. And no funny Giga Slash. Hit him with the big hand move. That's so neutral. Yeah, I mean, I just whether or not the lands the coin flip, I guess. That could be that good. Big hand move, go!
쪽일지 잘 생각해보라고.
Ah.
아득한 여정. 멈추지 않는 시대에서 희망과 미래를 찾아 스스로 답을 구하시길.
But I gotta say, like, the summon being this thing is so much less from Arcanite. It's so much less impressive when you remember what Arcanite's gameplay is.
틈을 끊어.
Yes! No, fuck! The two times it failed, I failed all of mine too.
다소 즐겁군.
자, 어느 쪽일지 잘 생각해보라고.
That is the bigot again. Speed, like, let's go on speed 5, which 3. Ugh. I feel like I had a good idea of I was relying on like the multiple checks to get me a win in, but that for what it on like the two it failed, I failed all of mine too.
Oops.
Oh, and that's both. Okay, what is the defense skill? It's a clash counter. If target marker on salvage is 0. with their block, I believe.
자, 어느 쪽일지 잘 생각해보라고. 그쪽 방향이 아닐 텐데. 깔끔하게 물었군.
언제나 티끌 하나 없는 끝은 없을 테죠. 그러나 그에 가까워지려 노력한다면 또한 문제도 없을
Defeat them
것입니다.
before they self-detonate.
명을
잠깐.
야음을 틈타.
Next up is glutatine. Roots of plants dig through the dirt in search of nutrients. What distinguishes them is, however, that they are not satisfied with satiation alone. The roots continue to grow, seeking increasingly greater supply of nutrients. Hang on a minute, what's this?
Why does it say here that I'm part of this one? Heathcliff, after flipping through a few more pages ahead, looked at Hohenheim and shouted,
Are we really gonna do this song and dance for each and every one of these Pikachu? Why don't we lump them together like, oh, you paired us up, paired us...
Yep, that's the line.
"Ah, running low on patients already, only simpletons would make such a basic suggestion. It's standard protocol in case you weren't aware. I'm also unhappy about this process, but sometimes we must swallow our complaints and do as we're told for the sake of proper test results."
You make a valid proposition.
What?
Very well. I also fail to see the necessity in fighting these Picatula one by one, especially given the busy schedule ahead of us. Your suggestion is accepted, Assistant.
Oh, what? Really?
Aren't you the one who suggested it? If we didn't have to fight them one by one anyway, then why did we do this from the start?
Because testing them one by one yields a more accurate result. Studies suggest that the margin of error may grow by 0.06% when testing multiple entities at once.
I see, but I say the benefit of a smaller margin of error outweighs the convenience of lumping them all together. Why don't we proceed as planned?
Bloody hell, just let it go, yeah?
Yeah, Otis, come on. This very closeness is why I think we can risk a 0.06% greater margin of error, right? Indeed, it's sometimes necessary to prioritize efficiency over the pursuit of perfection. I will abide by the executive manager's judgment. Brown nose.
Very well. Then allow me to explain Picatula moros... I hate this word. Picatula morositas. It's such an awful word!
Yep.
Morositatis. Picatula morositatis. Gloom, as well. Have you ever immersed yourself in deep waters? Quite easy to sink to the depths, no? However, the deeper one sinks, the harder it does become to rise again. The pressure suffocates you from all directions. No matter how much you thrash about, desperately looking for something to grab onto, all you find is futility. Such is gloom.
I suppose one of the few benefits of working for this company is that its constant motion gives no time for such emotion to drag us down. Especially now that I have some level of confidence that they might actually keep their end of the contract. Ooh, sounds like a disagreement's brewing. Even after I've joined the bus team, I still feel like I'm floundering deep in some ditch, you know? I'm only here because I want to be here, but still. Are you sure you're in that ditch by choice? Maybe you just don't know how to rise up to the surface again. I don't appreciate hearing that from someone who doesn't even know what I'm talking about.
Well, it's all ready now. In you go.
You too, Assistant. You aren't exempt from the tests.
What? Me too? Perfect timing. I've been getting a little tired of all this mental exercise. Right then, let's wrap this up quick.
He's so on board. He's on board for anything.
Yeah.
Heathcliff loves doing anything.
Yeah, he will do anything.
I'm gonna go put my dishes in the sink and grab some desserts while you do this.
Ugh! Alright. Heathcliff, I know that's antithetical to you, but I really need you to land coins. Please.
투성이네. 이 거리면 충분해. 너한텐 조금 멀겠지만.
Ow, ow, ow. Yeah, sure, just, yeah. Okay, turn and at one stack, inflict damage, you can use current HP against an enemy with the least HP, then die. Gain 1 HP, heal boost every 2 turns. Okay. Guys, we're on a timer, please don't. Okay, 2 HP, 5 HP. I really only need the one of you on that. There, much better.
목을 콱 물어버리자고.
Still overkill on the back one, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
끝내지.
빈틈투성이네.
헤어내리. 불쌍하게 울부짖는군.
God, this. Well, I do like Limits. It is so unbelievably long. And it's definitely cutting into, like, other games we could be playing. You know, like, that's not necessarily a bad thing, but that guy's 31 HP. We, once again, do not need... Actually, I'll have you hit him. Everybody else, we really don't need. 80 and 6. Okay, that should 84.
목을 콱 물어버리자고.
이제 끝내지.
Oh my god, but it's fine.
헤어내리.
I don't lose because of it, but
이제 끝내지.
I want the EX. Oh, big lord.
헤어내리.
Brr. I'm surprised that enough damage to stagger on its own.
멀겠지만. 목을 콱 물어버리자고.
I'm back.
Go back.
Looks like you got one more turn after this one.
Probably. Bye, Heathcliff.
Uh-oh.
Bye, Heathcliff. Still alive. But like, going to corrode next turn because he's at like I think he's at negative 45.
빈틈투성이네.
Not a problem.
Not a problem. I was saying, like, while I do enjoy Limbus Company a lot, I'm having a lot of fun doing this. This has, like, definitely cut into time that we could have done doing other games.
그 외에 임무를
That's true.
성공적으로 100번만 수행하면
Do
We'll
not
just have to
take...
catch up real quick.
설마 소유권을 벌써 다 쓴 거야?
잠시 보는 눈이 길이 같으니 거들어주지.
Because we still have 2 full cannons we have to do, right? And then the interval between them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot. Especially the rate we're doing it.
We'll have to do it more.
That's
Well,
on
they
you,
weren't too
buddy.
much trouble. Next up's you two. Get in there.
That's on you. That's not on me. I'm almost always available. With Ryoshu? Let's do this, I guess?
S-T.
What? She wants to switch teams. Really? Now? What's your problem this time, Ryoshu?
Your dulled harpoon doesn't interest me. It's dulled so much that I doubt it can even impale that sickly nerd over there.
I don't think she'll have too much trouble impaling Hohenheim.
I'd much rather watch that blood fiend fight again. Thou speakest of me? That's, 'tis quite the pickle.
Oi, she wants to switch teams. Is that all right?
Of course not.
You heard the man. Let's go.
Tisk.
I'll admit that my harpoon's not as sharp as it used to be, and I'll admit I've lost a bit of my edge since then. But we're all sailing on the same boat. I'm on a boat, by the way. I'm not gonna hold you anyone else back. I'm always ready to go back to razor sharpness when the need arises.
I'm swapping you out as soon as you start making a fool of yourself.
Lads, I thought I'd been cleared off on this. Switching teams ain't a thing.
Pecatulum superbiae. Pride.
Hohenheim droned on as if the bickering sinners didn't exist in his world.
Wheels. Symbol of technology and the vector of humanity's ultimate pursuit. The wheel, in its boundless pride, rolls on in search of the perfect circle, something unconquered even by nature. Yet it remains uncaring for the flesh it rends, nor the grass it tramples in its path.
Isn't that just confidence, not pride? Can't get anything done by just sitting idly in place.
One might even say that pride is but another name for overconfidence. It oft claims trailblazers or those who have never tasted failure.
Someone like you, Hohenheim?
Well, that certainly is a perspective. Next up is luxuriae, lust.
Moving on just like that, huh?
The meaning of pecatulum luxuriae, lust, is not exactly what it says on the tin. A more illustrative description would be that it is, an obsession to spread a fragment of what forms the self. A desire to propagate, to breed. Of course, there is more to this concept than just that. While the word itself may be subject to interpretations limited to the carnal understanding. To share one's knowledge, one's ideas, to invite others into gaining the understanding of a sliver of oneself. You seek to express that such things are lust as well. Not bad. I always appreciate these discussions with the learned. There never is any dead air.
Oh. Admit it, Heathcliff, all that flew out of your head, didn't it?
Why even ask? Unnecessary.
Shut up and get in there.
시간 끌 것 없이
This will probably be the last one I have time for.
닭봉.
What's the time looking like? Hold on.
7:22 and I have to get up at 7:30. Or around 7:30. I don't know when they'll be off. It'll be soonish.
Yeah, this one or next one. I don't think... It depends if the next one's a long one or just like a story one. If it's an actual stage, then yeah, we should probably call it.
이상한 목숨.
Feels so fucking bad when they don't get coin flips.
내 뒤로
Feels so goddamn bad.
목숨. 불끈을
Ow.
지원해 본.
One.
When getting poise, gain 3 additional poise. On hit, inflict 2 additional bleed or 1 additional bleed to count. Neat. Spear.
시간 끌 것
My
없이
spear move.
모조리 치워버리죠.
So I was talking to some of my friends, and I was reminiscing about watching Yu-Gi-Oh, like the first part of Yu-Gi-Oh when it first came out, and like that being my introduction to Yu-Gi-Oh. I'd be like, wow, these are some crazy rules.
And they're just not true.
Just
none of them. Not a one.
None of it.
It's a completely different game. Yeah.
And it's so funny how like original Yu-Gi-Oh, the original series, because like after the first season, I know the other ones, they followed the rules a lot closer, and it's just like, yeah, it's just that everyone has just really shitty decks.
Oops.
But besides that, they follow the rules a lot closer. But the first season, where he's like, I play Grand Tsunami, and with that, I wipe away the poison you've spread in the field. And because you are wet, a Summon Skull's electric attack does 1,000 more attack.
기꺼이
Naturally. I mean, of course. Why not, right?
What?
찾지 못하리.
What? I didn't know Yu-Gi-Oh had elemental weaknesses. It does not.
시간 끌 것 없이 모조리 치워버리죠.
Yugi, I cast Dragon Horde, and with that, I'm able to pull a dragon from my deck and play it. Then I too play my dragon. Where did that come from? Well, you see, Kaiba, I too can use your Dragon's Horde. No, no, you cannot. Man, it'd be a lot easier to be king of games if you could just make up rules, make up shit on the spot, and everyone just
people listen to you for some
people
reason.
just go, yeah, sure.
If he says so.
I mean, he has a really convincing voice. He's really confident. It must be.
Rish has 2 skill 3s this turn. He's about to pop off.
합공창
He's really confident, man. He must know what he's talking about.
내 뒤로
무상한 목숨. 불끈을 지원해 본.
Oh!
시간 끌 것 없이
Finish him.
시도는 좋았어요.
And then you get to like the fucking other seasons. I play Bubble Man. He has 600 attack.
하지만 그 후에 흑수들보다도 뛰어나다는 걸 알게 될
I play Bubble Blaster on my Bubble Man, giving him plus 200 attack, 800 attack. It's like,
Whoa!
whoa. It's like, I remember when Blue Eyes White Dragon was in like every single duel. Why how come in this season like the beat stick monster that is like the wall to get over is like a 2,000 attack monster?
How crazy strong. That's the envy.
This is a long one.
Yeah, that's actually a particularly long stage.
Okay, it's a particular stage. That's where we're going. Alright. So that's where we will leave it for here for now then. I'd like to thank you for coming, stream. Thank you for coming, and hopefully see you next one. Hey, have a good one. See you then.